Recording in progress.
Satnam, everyone. It's Candace from Soulfire Social. So nice to see you on this last class before I head out for the summer. Very excited to be with you. And of course, I think we always close now. It's like an official tradition to close with the alligator. I always call it the alligator or the crocodile. It is actually called the alligator, but it is such a fun Kriya. It is for the navel, it is for the glandular system, so we can fire up that Manipura, get everything moving. So we're in high spirits as we head into these summer months, and we just have a fun class to enjoy together today. So let's go ahead and it's quite a lot of movement. It's fun. Always remember, do what's best for you. Listen to your body, and just enjoy yourself. You can kind of get a little silly with a few of these. So, all right. So just coming into your beautiful sitting posture and easy pose. Have the hands down on the knees just for a moment so we can get ourselves grounded. Visualizing roots coming down from that root chakra down into the center of Mother Earth, and just connect for a moment. Allow yourself to take a nice deep inhale. Just let go of any stale energy, worries, concerns. As we transition towards the solstice, we have all of these energies. We've got full moons, we've got eclipses. There's so much going on that's not just about us energetically. There's so much out in the field. So as you close your eyes and you tune into your third eye, tune into your energy today. Our good friend Laura has taught so many of us to ask, what's mine and what's someone else's? Are you taking on collective energies? Are you taking on galactic energies? What's your energy like today? Tune into your being. This practice is all about raising and flowing your energies inside so we can create a beautiful electromagnetic field for your projection and protection. Allowing yourself to check in. Are you engaged in the Jalandhara Bandha, the crown reaching up towards the heaven? Is the face soft? Tongue in the soft palate? And just breathe for a moment, being conscious, fresh prana flowing into the body. Warmer, kind of settled air coming out. Breathe even more intentionally so we can get that prana into places of stale energy, stale breath. Expand and activate your body, activate that pranic body. Let's go ahead and bring our palms out in front of us, rubbing them together vigorously, creating warmth and creating heat. Feel the energy that you create in the palms of your hands, and then bring that into a beautiful prayer right at your heart center. We tune in with our Adi mantra, followed by the Mangala charn, remembering that as we tune in, Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo, I bow to the infinite wisdom, but I also bow to the wisdom and the light and the love within. Let's go ahead and take one cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Really release. Sounds like we need one more of those. Let's do it again. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's inhale to tune in. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Adgare Name Jugadgare Name, Satgare Name, Siri Gurudeve Name, Adgare Name, Jugadgare Name, Satgare Name, Siri Gurudeve Name, Adgare Name, Jugadgare Name, Satgare Name, Siri Gurudeve Name. Inhale, hold the breath. Visualize your heart, third eye connecting up to the divine, that beautiful flow of energy to ancient wisdom, spiritual teachings, but connecting to all of your wisdom, your truth. You're surrounded by a protective light for your practice. We release. Fold the fingers together, interlace them in a Venus lock. For women, that's left thumb over right. For men, that's right over left. Relax the shoulders and bring this to your heart. You're then going to just bring up the ring finger and making a little conch at your heart center. Good morning, Diana, as well. Lovely to see you. So we're bringing this conch to our heart center. And this just Ong, it's interesting. It is, in some texts, it says that it helps us to create a powerful energy when we chant Ong, say 3, 5, even 20 times. But it is also a wonderful mantra, and in this posture, to create inner peace and happiness. So we'll do both. Let's do both. So we're going to do 5 Ongs. Now just remember, when you Ong, you want to intentionally place your tongue on the roof of the mouth because you want this vibration to go into the nasal cavity. It's like a conch. It creates a vibration in the brain, which is very elevating. So inner peace, happiness, and energy. What can be wrong with that? Please don't wait for me to finish. Everyone has different lengths of breath, and so we want to make a beautiful orchestra of Ongs, right? A beautiful orchestra of Ongs. So 5 of them we will do, closing the eye, focusing on the third eye, gentle tilt in the chin, the Jalandhara Bandha is engaged, and you'll also feel that vibration at your heart, sending it out to the universe. Let's take a deep breath and let's begin. Om. Let's inhale and hold the breath. Just tuning in. That's the vibration of creation. I focus on the third eye. Beautiful conch at your heart. Inner peace and happiness. Release. And let's begin. We're going to be doing the fabulous Alligator, Manipura, Navel, and the glandular system. Come on and stand up with me. And we are going to dance. Our favorite way to begin our Kundalini kind of rave Friday. This is actually in the Kriya. So some good beats from Africa. Make sure you shake and move. It says to raise your hands above your head, lift your knees. Let's do it. And don't worry, nobody's watching. Close your eyes, shake it. Feet on the ground and the hands in the air. Okay, feet a little wider than hip width distance, palms facing forward. Tune into your breath. Feel strong. Feel prana coming in, heart beating. You are alive. Flipping the palms. Let's make sure as we head into the next posture, let's clear up that auric field. Inhale, sweep up. Bring the hands into prayer. As they connect, take an extra sip through rounded lips. Reach, squeeze Mula Bandha. Pulling in anus, sex organs up and in, navel to the spine. Start to ignite that Kundalini. I want you to feel the stretch through the armpits, activating the Ida and the Pingala. As we send the energy up the Sushumna, your central channel. Release the breath. Bring that prayer, manifesting down the energies through the upper triangle. Land at your heart. Take a breath there. Settle in for a moment. Now let's take an extra inhale through the nose. You feel the expansion of the physical body with the pranic body right here as your prayer rises. Turn the prayer down. Let's bring those energies through that Manipura, the fires. Ignite your creativity and your passion. Down, safety, security, home. Release. Let's come down back to our mats. Now, for some of you, this is going to seem early doors to be doing a shoulder stand with some leg kicks. It very well may be. Remember, legs can be up. If you can't go into a plow, you're just moving them back and forth. If you're coming up, You're protected, your chin is coming into your chest. I want you to just be very, very careful. I'll show you what we're doing here. You're just raising up through the hips, supporting the lower back, and then I am tapping my toes to the earth, okay? So obviously that can also look like just a toe tap back. You can be elevated on a bolster. Let's find out what we're doing. Find your posture. Yeah, you got it. And let's do it. Beautiful. Support yourself. Tap. Tap. Your breath will move with your legs. In and out the nose. Eye focus, third eye. Everybody, breathe, tap, so strong, beautiful. If it ever becomes too much, you just bring yourself down and visualize that you're doing it. You still get a lot of the benefits. Seconds. Looking good, looking good. Take breaks as necessary. 20 seconds. And bring those legs together, holding yourself, protecting yourself as we have the legs straight up and our shoulders down. You're in a waterfall. Eye focuses on the third eye. Make sure the face is soft. And let's inhale through the nose. Hold the breath. Squeeze Mula Bandha here, igniting the Kundalini from that second and third vertebrae. Get that Shakti energy flowing. Getting and activating to remove blocks, emotional and physical, getting us back into flow. Your tummy, your navel should be back towards the spine. We are gazing to the heavens from the third eye. Hold. When you release, it is slow, it is controlled. Each vertebrae slowly, slowly drops to the mat. Protect yourself, hold on to the hips. Allow yourself to come down. Keep the knees, though, at the chest. Keep the knees up like a little ball. Hold on to your shins. Take a couple of breaths here. Just gave your organs a really nice release from gravity, allowing blood and energy to really flow up into the upper triangle. Now let's start to rock on the spine. Shifting the energy. It's also really nice just to do like a little personal adjustment to the spine there. And bring yourself on up into easy pose. Yeah, rock yourself into easy pose here. We're going to bring our thumbs to the back of the shoulders. 4 fingers are going to be on the front. Arms parallel to the earth. Start off slow. Inhale left, exhale right. Now your head is moving. Remember, this is glands, thyroid, parathyroid get activated. This gives a nice wake up to the upper third of the spine, but it also shifts blood up into the brain. Inhale left, exhale right. If you need a mantra here, great time to add your Sat Nam. Mentally chanting your truth is your name. Let's go ahead and go for it. Yes. If you are feeling super lively, that Manipura is already activating, go fast, but you can also make this just an awesome slow stretch. Tune into how you feel. Scrunched up in the face. A smile always helps. Satnam, stick with it. You want a little extra motivation? You have 15 seconds. Really go for it. Twist and move. Start to slow it down, everyone. One more turn left, one more turn right. Come to your place of peace right in the center. Definitely do not open the eyes. You just created a tremendous amount of energy. So bring your focus, third eye, take an inhale in through the nose. Hold that breath, pull your Mula Bandha. That root lock is uptight and in. Visualize the energy coming red, orange, yellow, green, light blue, indigo, purple, and out that lotus flower at the crown of your head. Connect. Slow release. Breath. Feel the chest lower, the belly releases, the lock opens. Unfurl the hands. Bring them to touch, fingertips on either side. Ground yourself for a moment. Breathe. Integrate. Allow yourself to tune in. Awareness. How are you feeling now? Your energy. Your awareness. Yeah, we're going to be standing up again. Let's first, with those fingers down on the earth, grounded, visualizing that opening, Mother Earth up through the root, coming up to the heart. Let's bring the energies in with a nice long deep inhale from the nose. Hold it. Feel the expansion of the physical body with the prana. Take an extra sip through rounded lips. Reach the crown up towards the heavens. Big sigh out. Let go of anything you're holding on to. Come on, standing. A little bit of moving around this morning. Good for us. Friday. All right. So, we're going to be coming into that Kundalini Crow. If you struggle like I do to get those feet down for a Malasana squat, you might want to roll your mat or use a bolster. But we're putting our hands onto our heart space here, and we're coming down. You come as low as you can, but you're holding your heart for balance, bending knees, coming up. The inhale is up, the exhale is down. We're doing it 26 times. If 26 is not for you, do 13. You can also do as many as you feel. And visualize you're doing it. On the last one, I want you to inhale up, hold your heart, and we're just going to stand here until everyone is done. Take your time. Also, if coming down all the way is too much for your knees, don't worry about it. Just do a little squat, little Kundalini crows. That's okay too, right? There's no rule book. Well, there's a rule book, but you're allowed to modify.
How many was it again?
26.
26, okay.
26. All right, everybody, get yourselves ready. Let's go for it. And it doesn't matter which hand's on top, don't worry. If you can have your eyes closed, great, but otherwise feel free to use the drishti out in front. To lift you up. Okay, if you grunt a little, I am. Everybody take your time. If you're finished, you're holding on to your heart. Breathing. Beating. Tune into a great sense of victory. You've already showed up for yourself today. Just arriving, showing up on your mat. Right? The most spiritual thing you can do is show up for yourself so we can show up for others. Taking the time to come into our awareness. Tune into that for a moment. Okay. Nice long deep inhale. Feel it at your heart. As you hold the breath, reach the arms up, stretch towards the sky. Take an extra sip through rounded lips. Now pull your Mula Bandha. reach. Direct the energy up. Direct it where you need healing. Palms face out as you sweep the aura slowly, expanding, clearing, making it more vital. Allow yourself to let the hands touch the thighs, feel the feet connected to the earth. One more nice inhale here through the nose, all the way in. Expand through the front and back of the heart center. Big sigh out, release. Go ahead and come back down on the mats. We are going to stay here for a little while, so don't worry, I won't have you jumping around all the time. Into your easy pose. Easy pose isn't a good posture for you. You can do this in rock pose. A little bit of a different impact on the spine, but that's okay. Hands come on, actually on this one, they're coming onto the knees, not onto the shins. We're coming the hands onto the knees. Jalandhara is engaged. We're doing a spinal flex. Just remember, you're flexing your spine really from the clavicle down. This is not about the cervical spine. We're not moving our head. We're opening through the heart is from the front of the heart chakra. We curl the spine. We open up through the back. So, stretching and flexing. Keeping the head stable. Eye focus, third eye. You can mentally inhale, coming forward, Sat. Exhale back, Nam. Find your flow. This can be as slow as you like. I want your spine to really get a beautiful, beautiful little wake up here. Yeah. Okay. And tune in first, this first minute. Connect with your spinal column, the hips. Then you can start to dig a little deeper. Feel in to your muscular system. What's moving? Where's there tension? Breathe into it. After we start to move a little more powerfully, we'll work and concentrate on shifting energy. Very powerfully. But tune in. How do you feel? Make your call. Otherwise, get that spine moving. Sometimes we start moving our head. I start doing that sometimes too. It's natural. But try and keep your form, even when you go faster. Shift those energies. Root to the crown. Focus on your flow. Remembering that you radiate energy not just from the front of your body, but from the back, 360 degrees. Doing great. And slow it down. Find your place of peace in the center. Perfect your posture. Hands are still on the knees. Let's go ahead and take that nice long deep inhale through the nose. Hold it at the top. Pull in the Mula Bandha. Navel to the spine. Eye focus, third eye. Bring the energies up. Hold. Slow release, breath, navel, lock. Sit with these energies for just a moment. Take the time for just a short integration. Yes. Next postures are really quite fun movements. So as you're here, just integrating the energies and the breath, I want you to think about, is there anything that is holding you back? Anything that you need to move out of the way? It could be in the heart space, it could be really anywhere in your space, in your auric field, something that you need to shift and move, and I want you to visualize it. Because we're going to toss it, we're going to clear the auric field, and we're going to elevate through this lovely movement. Bring your hands out in front of you. So we're right here, palms are facing down. Then you're going to flip them up, and it's like you're lifting great weight up and over. Then your palms face down again. We clear and clean the aura, palms are facing down. When they get here, you flip them again and bring them up. Then they go down, okay? So it's down, flip, clear, open. Down, flip, clear, receive. Let's put it that way, then we receive. Down, flip, clear, open. Down, flip, clear, open. Okay, so find your way with this, your breath. It'll move. Usually it's an inhale, up, down, around. But you'll find the breath that works for you. It's not, doesn't have to be so specific. You'll find your beat. And don't worry, if you mess it up, you'll figure it out. All right. Let's at least all start together. Palms out. All right. Flip, lift, clear, receive. to move them just gently, moving out from the heart. And I want you to raise your left hand up and keep it stable and just flutter the right. You've got 1 minute.
It's down to me. Oh, it's down to me. It's down to me.
Gentle faces. Don't let the shoulder get jacked up. It's down. But with the left, you're reaching. Feel it in your armpit. This is your little wax on, wax off for the heart center. Clear it. Keep the right arm moving and bring the left arm out to the side. Now bring that left hand, start fluttering again at the front. And right arm reaches up. Beautiful. Flutter. Gentle faces, eye focus, third eye. Shoulders are going to get a break really soon, so see if you can keep the momentum and the strength. Right arm down to the side, keep fluttering the left, the right stays stable. Right arm comes to meet the left, flutter them both. Now stop right in the center. Inhale. Squeeze Mula Bandha, bring the navel in. Let's aim those arms just a little bit higher so we can direct the Kundalini energy up from the base to the heart and project that out to the collective. Let's share a little of this beautiful love and light out to the universe. Energy flowing, green, compassion, empathy, love. Slow release. Bring those hands into your lap. Let your shoulders release. If they're sore, do an inhale up and back. Inhale up and forward. Let them rest. Reach the crown towards the heavens. Take a moment. Breathe. You're doing great. Doing great. Invite everyone or anyone who needs to shake out the legs. We are in an easy pose posture for just one more move, but I know it can get a little bit tied up in there, so feel free to take a little break. Give yourself a little massage. Those knees. Yeah. Get blood flowing into those toes. Yeah. All right. Let me show you this next posture. Some of you may want to have a bolster or block in front of you, and that's really perfectly a good thing. So I want you to connect when you connect with your third eye. So if you need 2 blocks, that's okay, however you want to do it. Hands are going to be interlaced behind the head. Now we start the posture literally with the forehead down. That's our opening posture, and I'm just going to show you here. So, let me turn that down. So coming down, third eye is connected. I raise my forehead up. So notice my elbows are still down. I raise my forehead up, and then I'm going to swing to the left. It's a really beautiful opener. So I'm swinging to the left, I come to the center, and here I really want to make sure straight spine, elbows back. I'm really opening up through the heart. Then I swing it down to the right, and you get a really push and get those organs also all squeezed up. You come forward, you connect. So that can be, that can be here. And then I'm gonna lift up, and then I'm gonna switch directions, come to the center, take my moment of peace, swing it back down, connect, lift up, opposite side. You're just gonna keep rotating. Go slow. This is not meant to be a fast piece of work. You can also, if you need to have your legs, come and bring your head towards your knees. There's so many options, but you want to get this torso flowing, and where you can connect with the third eye, we do it. Okay, fabulous. Good. Bless ourselves right here. How about that? Bless yourself. Okay.
Bless myself, I bless myself, I am, I am. I bless myself, I bless myself, I am, I am. I bless myself, I bless myself, I am, I am. I bless myself, I bless myself, I am, I am. I bless myself, I bless myself, I am, I am.
Oh, you all look so good.
I bless myself, I bless myself, I am, I am. I bless myself, I bless myself, I am, I am. I bless myself, I bless myself, I am, I am. I bless myself, I bless myself, I am, I am. I bless myself, I bless myself, I am, I am. I bless myself, I bless myself, I am, I am. I bless myself, I bless myself, I am, I am. I bless myself, I bless myself, I am, I am. I bless myself, I bless myself, I am, I am. I bless myself, I bless myself, I am, I am. I bless myself, I bless myself, I am, I am. I bless myself, I bless myself, I am, I am. I bless myself, I bless myself, I am, I am. I bless myself, I bless myself, I am, I am. I bless myself, I bless myself, I am, I am. I bless myself, I bless myself,
Beautiful. Keep
I am,
flowing.
I am. I bless myself, I bless myself, I am, I am. I bless myself, I bless myself, I am, I am. I bless myself, I bless myself, I am, I am. I bless myself, I bless myself, I am, I am. I bless myself,
Do
I
one more
bless
round, and let's all meet with our third eye connected down. And in that posture, I want you to go ahead and inhale and squeeze Mula Bandha and visualize the energy coming up from the root, igniting all of the chakras from the back body. Bring it up and over, ignite through the third eye. Such a posture of gratitude. Release the lock and breath and inhale and come up again slowly. Hands are still interlaced behind the head. Let go of the breath and bring your fingertips down on either side. Just to ground for a moment here. Flip the palms so they're facing up. Let's take a big inhale, sweep the aura up. Hands connect into prayer over the head. Here, pressing. We take an extra sip through rounded lips. Up. Reach. Reach. Squeeze Mula Bandha here. Direct the energies up through the body. And as we release through the nose, create your own Lataric field. Bring the energies down. Crown, third eye, truth, love. Inhale at the heart. Flip your prayer. Manifest down. Connect at home. And if you can, once you exhale all the way, see if you can come lying on your back without opening your eyes. Keep all of the energy in. Just come lying down. Palms are by your side or under the buttocks. You might need them to be under the buttocks. If you have any lower back problems, please do, so it helps you get that lift. You can also put a bolster under your lower back if you need some extra lift. We're going to be raising, not our heads this time, it's not a stretch pose, but just raising the legs up about 6 inches, flexing and pointing. Inhale, flex, exhale, point. And the third eye is your focus. Yes. Beautiful. Okay. Flex and point. Breathe and enjoy.
So we stand out to see the earth rise, holding our hearts in these times. Let go of all these tears. Peace now all over our feet. Behold the light down in you. Let it rise up, let it come through. Behold the light down in you. Let it rise up, let it come through. So we can united like the sunbeams, unafraid to believe now in this dream. Oh, protection, oh, the earth seems, oh, generations can go on breathing. Behold,
You're doing great. Waheguru, bring on your bliss, your enlightenment. Keep going.
behold, the light down you. Let it rise up, let it
If it gets too much, drop one leg down. That's a-okay. Even if both feet are down, you're just doing something to stay connected mentally. 1 foot at a time is great. Now last 15 seconds. See if you can bring it up. And take an inhale, flex. Hold your posture, squeeze Mula Bandha. Even if it's only one leg, it's perfect. Perfect. Both feet are flexed, hold. Release. Manipura, right? That's the fire in your belly. Keep those feet together. Raise the arms up 90 degrees. You're going to be moving them alternately in about 1 foot to 1.5 foot range. Again, clear your heart space. Behold the light around you. Let it rise up and let it flow through. Yeah. Seems like if anybody here wants to do a little Waheguru chant, I'd bring it in. Hey. that mantra of bliss, of ecstasy, calling on a shift from darkness to light. Guru. Wahe, wahe, from the heart. Let's inhale. Hold the breath. Squeeze Mula Bandha. Navel spine. Energy flowing up the central channel. Curling Kundal. Curl of the hair of the beloved. Winding up, clearing, freeing us of blocks. Send some more love and light out to the collective. When you exhale, bring some of it down. Bring the hands onto your heart. Fill yourself up, love, compassion right here. Just breathe for a moment. Feel it in your heart. Feel it in your chest. 2 more physical postures. Well, we have a surprise at the end, so 3, but you'll forget about it, but stick with me, stick with me. Alright. Alright, so hands on the heart. Let's shift them down to the belly. Let's get some prana in us for this next one. Focus on that navel. I want you to take a nice long deep inhale all the way down. Pelvic floor, fill up the belly. That inhale is through the nose. The belly fills up. Now, take the extra sip through rounded lips. Bring the hands up to the heart and make sure it's filled up. Those shoulders should be back. The entire physical body expanded with your life force. We slow release through the nose. Feel the prana shift first. Chest down, belly comes in and releases. Do that 2 more times. Fill it up, nose to belly. Bring that prana, extra sip, rounded lips, all the way up. Eye focus is on the third eye. Face is still really gentle. This time maybe let's let it all go with a big sigh. Oh, that feels good. That's always good for the nervous system. Let's do that one more time. Fill it up. Anything heavy, anything that's keeping you from your peace and calm, sigh it out. I want you to focus on all of that energy we've created in that beautiful navel center. Bring your heels towards your buttocks, knees are up. The first round of 26, and again, 0, 13, 26. You make the call. It's asking for us to do 26 pelvic lifts. The first one, you are not holding your feet. They're a little bit out. Your feet should be about where your mat is. Hands are down. You can clasp them if you'd like underneath. It's going to be 26 up. When you get to the top, teeny pull on Mula Bandha. It doesn't need to be dramatic. Just a little bit. You're getting the energy flowing. We're going to, after you do that first round, 0, 13, 26, we're going to stop for a minute. Then we're going to bring the heels in if that's available to you. Again, if it's not, you bring them in as close as you comfortably can. And we're going to do 26 more. 0, 13, 26. All right, whatever one we want to do. Actually, I have to say this. We have a beautiful new friend on here. Her name is Diana. She's a Kundalini teacher, and she told me the way that she lets her students know, I've thought about this a lot since we spoke, that they have the opportunity to do what they would like, is to say you can choose Kundalini Yin or you can choose Kundalini Yang. Isn't that beautiful? So you decide. You decide how you want to roll. Thanks, Diana. That's an awesome recommendation. Love it. So let's go ahead and let's get our 26 up. Shima. Inhale up, exhale down. On your last one, you know what to do. You're going to inhale, squeeze, hold, engage, and then wait for everyone to be done with the legs out straight. Everybody. Last one, don't forget to inhale, hold, squeeze Mula Bandha with more focus and power. Then release, legs come out. I'll know you're done when your legs are straight. We're going to take 2 more of those beautiful breaths in your own way, your own time. Belly, chest, release. Belly, chest, release. And when you're done, then you're ready to bring those feet to the buttocks, grasping on to the heels if that's available to you. I'm actually not going to be doing that this morning because that feels a little tender for my knees. So I'm going to keep my feet a little away from my buttocks. But if that feels great for you, that's what's suggested. Lifting up, coming back down, inhale up, exhale down. Here's 0, 13, or 26. Go ahead, bring it in. Take your time. There is no rush. Okay. Just checking everybody's done. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So, last physical posture before we actually come into a child's pose, and I'm going to play the gong and play some gong for you online. You're going to get a little live gong here today, so I know that's been the request. All right, so laying on your backs. I'm going to show you how this posture works. Usually easiest if your hands start under your buttocks. It's a 4-stroke breath. So my head is down. I inhale a quarter of the way and I come up about 30 degrees. Halfway, my breath is up here. The 3/4 of the way it's here. My full breath comes when I drop my head towards my knees. You are really controlling your navel here. Then you release down on the exhale. Okay, so it's release, let it go, curl it down. Yes, this is your strong navel. You find a way. If you need to bend the knees, you bend the knees. But let me just show you one more time. Quarter of a breath in, half breath in, 3/4, full, slow release, exhaling out the nose, controlled through the navel. You can hold on to your knees if you need. Help yourself. Help yourself. We're going to get into a flow. You've got 2.5 minutes, and then we get a little chill out time. So bring all that power of your Manipura, your fiery warrior spirit, warrior S. Let's do it. Some of you might find it's easier to go a little faster. Find the beauty in the movement, the breath. Make it a meditation. Satnam, your truth. Have to have these strong, confident navels and willpower to live our truth, to live from our hearts. Activate it. Sadnam. Great. Do the best you can. You look so beautiful. It's brilliant. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. focus on the third eye. If you give it a smile, that belly's gonna think you love working out that core. Make it flow. Forget your breathing in 4 segments. Sadhana. Yes. Okay, let's all finish the one we're on and come lying down on your back. And just in this posture, let's inhale. Squeeze Mula Bandha, navel to the spine. Bring those energies up. Flow them up. So we can speak our truth, hear the truth. Gazing through the third eye up to the heavens. Hold. Release and bring your knees to your chest. Rock on the spine, shifting those energies. And bring yourself up and over into a child's pose. Here you want to open up the knees and bring your left ear to the ground. If you need a bolster, that's perfectly okay. I want you to be comfy. It's left ear to the ground. Hands are back by the feet. Breathe. Be conscious of expanding through the back body. Yes. Yes. Just breathe. You have 3.5 minutes just to integrate all the work that you've done. So, for my folks online and my folks here, you can choose to be sitting up in a Gyan Mudra while you listen to the gong. I'm going to put a recording of the gong up for my people online while I'll play. You'll get some of it through what I play, but the bandwidth isn't large enough, but it works this way. So you can enjoy, or you can flip yourselves over onto your backs into a Shavasana. There is a last posture after this gong meditation, so stick with me and you find your best posture. Shavasana, corpse pose, or sitting up, hands in a Gyan Mudra, thumb and index finger touch. Take in the gong. Nice long deep inhale. Release with a great big sigh. Let it all go. Again, inhale. And release. I'm going to invite you. You might wonder, why did they call it the crocodile? The alligator. It is the alligator. I always call it the crocodile. But it's the alligator. Why do they call it this? Because the way it brings us out of Shavasana is glorious. You're going to roll over onto your belly. And down here we're quite familiar with our local alligator population. But I invite you to tune in to what you would look like if you were one of these magnificent ancient creatures, because to wake our bodies up, to get ourselves ready for the day ahead, we activate our funky inner crocodile and we move, and that's what we do. So, song's even called Crocodile Feet. Find it, move it. We've got 2.5 minutes. All right, let's do it. I was like, that's not very crocodile-like. Okay, sorry, now find your inner crocodile. Yeah! Woo! Shake your big old tail. Woo! Down your alligator. Push yourself up into easy pose. Bring all that good energy with you. Oh. Bring our hands into prayer. Tune into your energy. Close every session with the long time sun. Hands first on our hearts when we sing it, because we send some love and light to ourselves. We then open the palms to send love and light to everyone on this call and this space. And then we raise our hands up for the third round to the collective and send love and light out to those in need, those that couldn't join us today. And before coming back into our prayer at our hearts with 4 Sat Nams, reiterating our truth. But first, with our hands at our hearts, We are still in our 17 days of a call for Mark, Karen's husband, Diane's brother. So we bring Mark's spirit into our thoughts in this 3 calls chanting out to the spirit, deathless, undying. Take a nice long deep inhale with me for 3 calls. A Inhaling, holding the breath, inviting Mark's spirit and anyone else who's passed, their spirits to rise home. Release the breath, bring your hands onto your heart, and let's sing our long time song. We won't see some of us for a little while, so really sharing this together. Yeah. Okay. Long deep inhale and bring your prayer up over the head, holding the breath. May all beings know peace. May all yoga practice contribute to the well-being of all. We exhale, bringing that prayer through the chakras. You can join me. Peace to all, light to all, truth to all, and love to all. We bow down, giving thanks to Mother Earth and Father Sky, blessing you, blessing your prayers, thanking you for joining me today. I wish you a most magical, joyful, elevating summer. We rise up and we greet one another with Satnam. Lovely. Just in time for the blowers. Right, we made it. Perfect timing. Satnam, everyone. Let me just close the recording.